If you're out shooting on the sidelines and you want to get great results, but you're working on a budget, I've got just the lenses for you. Allow me to introduce to you the Tamron 18-400 Vc Hld Lens and the Tamron 100-400 Vc USD lens. These are two awesome sports photography lenses that you can check out. But before we get any further, I want to thank my friends at Hunt's Photo and Video for collaborating with Tamron to send over these lenses for me to try out. Guys, if you're not familiar with Hunt's Photo and Video, they are New England's top photography and videography resource and retailer. They will get you anything you need and give you honest, quality, professional service and advice no matter what level of photography you're at. I've been working with Hunt's for years and they always deliver great results. And check this out, just because you watch this video, Hunt's is happy to offer 20% off all Tamron lenses for 1 week after this video is published. All you have to do is let them know that you are subscribed to my channel and that you saw this offer over here on YouTube. Now, if you're in the market for a sports lens, if you've been thinking about pulling the trigger for a little while now on a new lens, now is your time to do it. You'll get 20% off. All you've got to do is email my friend Noah over at Hunt's. His email is nbuchanan@huntsphoto.com. We've got it right here and also in the link down below. Just let him know you saw my video, saw my channel, and you'll get an awesome 20% discount. So thank you again to the guys at Hunt's for hooking it up. If you are a beginner photographer or you're just starting out with sports photography or you're a parent who just wants to get some nice photos of their kids playing sports, you should definitely check out these two lenses. Now, a lot of people think that sports photography means having to have an expensive camera and an expensive lens, and Tamron totally flips the script here with these two lenses. These are both options under $1,000, so if you're working on a budget, these definitely work within those parameters. All you gotta do is slap them on a camera. Both of these lenses are lightweight, they're portable, they're durable, and they come with a highly responsive autofocus system that'll allow you to capture the moment with lasting effect. Now, the beauty of both of these lenses is they both come with a metal mount that is compatible for both Nikon and Canon. So if you already have a Nikon or Canon body and you don't want to break the bank on one of their pricey telephoto lenses, this is a good option for you. They work on full frame bodies or crop sensor bodies. Now, these are variable aperture lenses, which means as you zoom in and out, the aperture of the lens will change. So if you're already a prosumer or a professional photographer, these might not be the lenses for you. You probably need something that's a little bit faster and a little bit more responsive. But if you are just starting out as a sports or wildlife or nature photographer, I definitely recommend you check out these lenses from Tamron. Now, you guys know on this channel, I don't like to just talk about things, I like to actually show you. So I'm gonna take these two lenses out with my Nikon D500 camera body. This is a crop sensor body, and we're gonna test them out in real time so you can get a demo of how these work. So I'm gonna head out to the field, and it's probably not the field you're thinking of. This is a far cry from Fenway Park. There's no green monster, no pesky pole, no big field. We're out here at Lynch Field in Hingham on the South Shore in Massachusetts, and I'm here for my little cousin's touch football game. This is going to be a good opportunity to test out the lenses and give you guys kind of a real live demo rather than just sitting there and talking about it.
Hi.
You guys ready? Who's who? I can't tell with the map.
I'm Henry. I'm Graham.
What are we doing today?
Football.
So I'm starting with the 18-400 because the beauty of this lens is it's basically everything you need all in one lens. So obviously starting at 18mm, that allows you to get all of your wide angle stuff. So before this game starts, I'm in the huddle with the little guys, shooting the wide angle stuff of them together, warming up, the coaches doing their work. Usually, you know, you need a separate lens for your wide angle stuff and then another lens for your game action. Well, as you can see, this one just does it all in one little tiny lens. When the lens is at 18mm, this is how big it is. And as you can see, this is super small, easy to just throw in your backpack or throw in your travel case or whatever you've got, or just over your shoulder and bring to the sports game or whatever it is you're doing. All right, it's absolutely game time. We've got Titans versus Eagles. Massive game out here in Hingham. So I'm gonna go over to the sidelines, start doing more of the game action stuff. I don't even need to switch lenses once the game starts because it extends all the way out to 400. So that'll get me my game action from the sidelines. Another nice feature about this lens is it's got the Vc little switch right here, which is the vibration compensation. So basically if you flip that on, it'll give you a little bit of added stabilization within the viewfinder and just kind of make sure that your photos are as sharp as they can possibly be with even a little bit of camera shake on your end or a little bit of instability on your end. So I'm really loving just having the one lens on me and getting everything I need with the one lens. That is definitely the beauty of the 18-400 from Tamron. Now, I will say when you zoom in, it is a little bit slow, it's a little bit stiff. The zoom ring is not as fast and as smooth as it could be, but I don't really think that's a super deterrent if you're an amateur, if you're a beginner, if you're just out here shooting photos of your kids playing sports. The autofocus is pretty good on this. It's pretty quick and pretty intuitive as far as locking onto the subject and keeping them in focus as they're running up and down the field. You know, obviously it doesn't compare to a super high-end lens, but it does the job, especially if you're looking for a good sports action lens on a budget. Looking at the images real quick right here, you know, they're tack sharp. Image quality looks really good. I'm really happy with the lens overall. I think this is a really awesome pickup. All right, switching over to the 100 to 400. This lens is all about mobility meeting precision pretty much. This is gonna be more of a hardcore game action lens. You're not really gonna get much in the way of wide angle stuff, feature stuff. It's really a good lens for being on the sideline shooting the real game action. This is the lightest lens in its class as far as a zoom telephoto lens. This is gonna be the lightest, most compact lens you can find. And it's true. Over the shoulder, it's super lightweight. You can easily just throw this in your bag, throw this in your case, and you'll go out there and get great results for your action stuff. It's got precise autofocus tracking, and it's also got the VC mode, the vibration compensation. So it's gonna go a long way in helping you stabilize your image in camera and make sure you get those really nice sharp results. You don't need a monopod or tripod at all. It's stabilized enough that you can kind of just hand hold it and you'll get nice sharp pictures. But you do have the option to buy this additional tripod collar, and that just goes right on here, kind of rotates any degree that you want it to, and you could easily put a monopod or tripod on here if you didn't want to hand hold it, or if you were in a low light situation where you just needed a little bit more stabilization. One very important thing to keep in mind with both of these lenses, the 100 to 400 and the 18 to 400, is that they are both variable aperture lenses. So that means that as you zoom in and out, your aperture, your lowest aperture is going to be changing. So as you zoom in, less light is going to be allowed into the camera. So your exposure will change. And it just takes a little bit of knowledge when you're zooming in and out to make sure that you can adjust appropriately for your exposure. Now, that's not a problem at all on a day like today when you're out in the bright sun, there's plenty of sunlight. But if you are in an indoor environment, maybe like a basketball gym or something that's a little bit darker, or if this was a night game, it is just a little bit of a consideration. At 400 millimeters, you're at 6.3, so that's not really letting a whole lot of light in. There's benefits and drawbacks to everything in photography, and for the price point of these lenses, it is really, really effective as a sports lens for most situations. With using the Nikon D500, that is, remember, that's the crop body lens, I am really able to zoom in really, really far for those extreme close-up shots. It's pretty cool. So 400 millimeter lens kind of becomes like a 620 or 630 millimeter. So I can really get those great facial expressions, those really great emotional moments. So that's actually an added benefit of having the crop body camera over a full frame sensor camera. I mean, again, with this lens, the 100 to 400, image quality is fantastic. Most of the shots were still in focus. It did bounce a couple times here and there, but I mean, most of my results are nice and sharp, nice and in focus. I mean, for the price point of this lens in a good daylight situation, or even probably a nighttime situation, this will do pretty good for what you need. If you're an amateur, or you are just starting out in sports photography, or you just want to kind of take pictures of your family or whatever, both of these lenses are going to be a really nice option for you.
You won? What was the score?
No, it was a tie.
Oh, it was a tie?
Tie game.
Oh man.
You guys have a good time?
Yeah, but we won.
All right, say goodbye to all the people.
Bye-bye.
I gotta say, I'm very, very impressed with these two little lenses from Tamron. Now again, these are not the best sports lenses on the market, but if you are looking for a good quality result at a good budget point, the 18 to 400 and the 100 to 400 from Tamron will not disappoint. And remember, if you've been thinking about stepping up your game with your photography kit for a while now, or thinking about pulling the trigger on a new lens, now is your chance. Hunts is hooking it up with 20% off all Tamron lenses for 1 week after I drop this video. All you gotta do is let them know you watch this video and that you're subscribed to this channel, and they will hook it up with 20%. So thank you, Hunts. Thank you, Tamron, for sending the lenses our way to try out. And thank you to the Titans football team out in Hingham for putting on a good show. Thanks to my little cousins, Graham and Henry, for being the superstars. And thank you to you guys for following along. I really appreciate your support here on this channel. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you drop it down below in the comments section. Give this video a thumbs up, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep it going. I really appreciate it, guys. Two great lenses right here. Check them out.